What do what it is. Welcome to another episode of Hold Up and Another Thing, presented by Mixed Vibes Media. You already know the vibes by now. I am joined by some great gentlemen. First, Mr. Birdglass himself. What up with?
What's going on with y'all tonight?
And then, man, the hip hop historian. What's up, Joe?
Hey, what's up with you today, man? How you doing?
Man, another day, another dollar, maybe
That's
a penny.
it, maybe.
Yeah, it all changes depending on the day. All right, cool. So we're gonna take a break from ranking the hip hop legacies. We're gonna get back into that in the coming weeks. But man, Mr. Birdglass himself had a great idea about ranking one-hit wonders. Where'd you come up with this idea?
Oh man. So I was sitting there and my brain was just like one hit wonders. And I was like, all right, cool.
It just hit you. It just wasn't. It just popped out of thin air.
I thought he was gonna say he listened to a one-hit wonder and he was like, "Damn, we should do that."
That probably was a part of it. See, I be doing a lot of medicinal shit, so I probably forget the true story.
I feel that.
Hey, nah, it makes sense. It's crazy when you said that. I try to rank my stuff. The next day, or matter of fact, I think it was the same day, this song came on. I don't know. I think I was listening in the car. I was like, yeah, we should do one hit wonders. Because to me, my top two is easy, without question. But so cool. We're gonna get into this. Who would like to go first?
All right. I volunteer. I mean, shit, I ain't never been scared. I used to get whoopings first.
Nah, I ain't never. Yeah, I did too. I was ready to say, yeah, my grandma used to make me go get the switch.
Uh-huh.
And if the switch wasn't good enough, I got whooped with that switch and then got whooped with the next one that I had to go get. And if I was going to get a switch for my little cousin, if that switch wasn't good enough, I got whooped with that one. And then had to go get the next one. Then I ended up with two whoopings when it wasn't even about me.
She whooped you into shape, though.
Hey, man, that Carrie B didn't play, boy. That lady rough. But nah, we'll go ahead with your list.
Okay. Let me see. All right, like I said, I ain't got no real order to this. I just some one hit wonders that I came up with. Making the list, I couldn't put rankings on them because one hit wonders for me remind me of a stage of life. You know,
yeah, that's the point.
It's not necessarily just like a song. It's like, okay, well, this was just that one hit, that one time everybody was going crazy for it. But with no further ado, I guess here's my collection of one hit wonders. I'm gonna come in with some hip hop right off the gate. I'm gonna go with Jaquan Tipsy. Man, yes. That song was legendary for me. I remember, we at that point we were just now starting to get tipsy, so like it was kind of like our introduction to the thing. So that right there. I'm also gonna go with my wife. Loved this song. When I met her, I think it had just came out not too long before. It was Mims. This is why I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that Mims wasn't that bad. I guess my list get a little crazy with some of the next ones, and you might have to find yourself and figure out. Well, not find yourself, but dig deep into your music catalog and see if you can remember this one. But it wasn't long ago. OMI, Cheerleader. I like the song. It had a catchy island-like vibe to it. Go look that up if you don't remember. Another one from my childhood. This is huge. This one was huge. I don't even know how many I got so far. I'm guessing like 4.
Is it 4? 3. That's 3.
Yep, that's 3.
This is 4.
It's 4.
Baja Man. You tell me.
Damn,
you tell me stop.
Hey, hold up. But real quick, Have you ever heard the story about how they came up with that song?
Nah, yeah,
Huh.
just like me.
So apparently they went into a studio where Manny Fresh was recording and they started bugging him and he looked over and he was like, y'all need to get out of here, man. Who let the dogs out?
Yeah.
Damn, they tripped over a hit. Oh, okay.
Manny Fresh. Yeah.
Hey,
See, there you go. That lets you know. Um,
I forgot all
so
about
that's what, number 5,
that's 4.
4. I can't count, man. I've been drinking. Um,
Same.
the number 5 is 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. I just remember watching, I think it was what, White Girls it was? White Chicks, my bad. Uh, and what's his name? Terry Crews.
Yep.
Oh, that's that song? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you now. Okay.
Yeah. So that's 5. 6, I'm gonna go with a song that I don't know. I guess a lot of people might not know. If you are my age, you probably will. It's by an artist named James Blunt. The song is "You're Beautiful."
Yes.
To me, it was like it make everybody, even like a man, listen to that shit. Be like, you know what? Anybody told me I'm beautiful for a long time. I feel good now. So yeah, that would makes me
Yep.
feel good. What's that, number 6?
Yeah, that's 6. I know this
I,
song.
I'll call up that. Okay. Number 7, I'm gonna have to go with a song that, again, it's inspired by my wife. She hated this song when we first started working at this place we was working at. People played it like crazy. Call Me Maybe.
Yep.
I get it. Yeah.
Yep.
So that was the one that went real crazy for her. This one, they said it's a one-hit wonder. I guess it is. Thinking back now, as I say it, Bone Crusher, Never Scared.
Hey. Yes.
That was, we used to listen to that song before like every football game. So you gotta hype yourself up, and like some of them niggas is out there really scared, but I wasn't. So I used to not listen to that because I didn't need it. So what's that, 7?
Is it 7? I think it's 7. Was that 8? No, it's
I
8.
say
That's
8.
8.
All right, cool. 8. My number 9, I was listening. This actually might have been the song I was listening to when I was inspired to make this list. Ice Ice Baby. Because I was like, man, this wasn't a bad song for real. Like, I see why it captivated everybody.
Yeah.
Because like it's like if you compare his flow to some of the flow today, like he was better than a lot of these new cats. And that's a damn shame. Like it was a running joke to be compared to Vanilla Ice. But now you new niggas ain't even on his level.
I was going to say, hell, a lot of them got his same flow now.
They ain't even as good as Vanilla was.
Yeah.
But so that's 9.
Yeah, it's not.
And my last one is a song that will never grow old. Will be in commercials to the end of time. Will be sung at weddings, shit, maybe some funerals. But it is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, baby got back.
Baby got back.
Yep.
And that's my list, man. It was real simple.
Hey.
I made it in like 10 minutes. But, I probably missed some of my favorite songs. But hey, some honorable mentions. P.D. Pablo.
Whoa.
Come on, raise up.
Whoa.
But hold on.
No. P.D.
Yeah.
Pablo got
This
some
is what
joints.
the internet says.
No. P.D. Pablo got joints.
He had at
Freaky
least 2 of them.
Leak was a hit, and so was Raise Up.
Yeah.
And so I will say he wasn't a one-hit wonder. That's why I didn't pick it. But hey, I'm just telling you what the internet said.
Yeah, the internet be wrong, because you said Jaquan to start off with, and I was like, man, he had hood hop. Like, I know it ain't.
But it was not. It never came to the level of Tipsy though, bro. Tipsy will be the song that he's forever known for.
That's true. It won't be.
It's gonna take a real fan to know hood hop.
Yeah, I think that's a good time. I'm glad you said this. Okay, so what is a one hit wonder? One hit wonder could be a very wide term.
Yes.
Joe, to you, what is a one hit wonder?
A one hit wonder is just that, man. So it's hard, man. Like, you have a lot of artists out here who are like very successful, but as far as if we're gonna define like a hit, they've only had one, but they've had a legendary long standing career. Like, like fucking, you could probably even say like UGK, even though we all know UGK. They probably have really only had like one hit by the standards that, it's defined as, like, Billboard status, top 10, whatever, one hit. But yeah, I mean, there's so many groups out there now that have had that longevity in music, but if you're looking at actually having a hit, they've had one.
Yeah, okay. Well, what to you? To you, what is a one hit wonder?
A one hit wonder. It kind of encapsulates what Joe said. You had that one hit that was just huge. Yeah, you might have did some more, but it never came to that. It never came to the surface. Like, no one ever really cared about the other projects, but that can be considered a lot of artists.
Yeah.
But I think if you have one hit and one album and nothing else, then that's a true one hit wonder. Like, you had your hit, you tried to drop an album, that flopped, it was over.
Yeah. That's what that's, to me, that's, y'all right. My opinion is the same. That's what a one hit wonder is. I think it is kind of hard to define what a one hit wonder is, because like Joe said, these people end up like Vanilla Ice. He had a whole career based off, that one song. So hell, I forgot that he only had one song, because rubbing on so many damn TV shows and cooking and all this other stuff that you forget he had one.
You gotta carry him.
Hell, like you said,
he did it properly.
Yeah, it depended on it. It's so many cases, because like another example is like 8-Ball and MJG. They are very known and loved, but as far as like popular music, as far as hits and billboards, they only had one. They just known throughout.
You guys, both of those groups you named, God, it crushes my soul to actually think of them in a way that you guys just made me think of them.
Well, I disagree with the UGK one a little bit, and the other reason is because they had Big Pimpin', but then they also had Players Anthem.
Yeah,
with the
international players.
So the thing is,
international. Thank you.
But Big Pimpin' wasn't their song, and I guess that's
true.
That kind of ties into it. Like,
that's a good point.
As far as them, they had one hit. Now, were they on other songs that were hits? Fuck yeah. I mean, and it's also like, it's fucking UGK.
Yeah,
they had an album full of bangers, so like, I think that's why people like just let carry the next album. Like, okay, your last album will carry this one.
Yeah.
You feel me? Even if there is no commercial hits on it, it was territorial hits.
Like, we sit and really think about like Bone Thugs and Harmony. What's their hit? The Crossroads. But they had such a long career, and they've had so many kind of like, they've had hits on a different level. Thugger Strugger Bone, First of the Month, like For the Love of Money. But if you're looking and defining it as like a hit, they had the Crossroads.
So if it was for like Bone Thug, I couldn't classify them as one hit wonders. I know you didn't, Joe.
Nope, I could never. I could never.
I know you didn't. and I wouldn't classify them as, but I would lean towards maybe saying one album wonders.
Yeah, I mean, even that's hard for me. Look, I'm too much of a bonehead to ever.
Yeah, I get it.
Y'all making me look up the numbers. So now I looked up Bone Thugs and Harmony's Billboard hits. They had one number one hit, of course, Crossroads. They had 3 top 10 hits. Crossroads,
First of the month.
No, first of the month actually was only got to a peak of 14.
Oh man, fuck this thing.
Look into my eyes, and then I Tried, which featured Akon, which I guess
really,
I tried. Yeah, no, you're talking about.
Yeah, so they only had 3. They had 9 songs get into the Billboard Hot 100, but they had 3 top 10s.
Damn.
Yeah, first of the month peaked at 14. Thuggish Ruggish Bone peaked at 22.
Yeah.
See, but was the first of the month and Thuggish Ruggish Bone? Those was before Crossroads. So I think that kind of set the table for Crossroads to hit number 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So, like I said, one album. Maybe I guess you can't classify them as that because even when they made a song with Akon years later, I don't know if that was their song or Akon's, but
it was their song. It's
Yeah,
off the Strength and Loyalty album.
And I looked up 8-Ball and MJG top 100. They had 2 songs, but they both were features.
yeah. See, but I wouldn't listen to 8-Ball and MJG's albums and stuff. I mean, I didn't go listen recently, but I've listened to them coming up, and they were just legends in the streets. You didn't necessarily need the billboards.
Yep, the same. Yep, it's the same with UGK. No top international players anthem not being top 10 is kind of crazy.
Yes, I'm flabbergasted.
Hey, Big Pimpin' didn't even get the top 10. Big Pimpin' got to 18. International players anthem only got to 70.
Well, pimping is a hard word for little Jimmy to come home saying from school and his parents be okay with.
I'm saying, but Big Pimpin' was peaked at 18, spent 20 weeks on her as a word. International players anthem only spent 9 weeks and only peaked at 70, which to me, international players anthem is the better song.
Yeah, the collection of artists.
Yeah, I think no slight to Jay. I love some Jay, but I don't know. All right, Joe, you got your 10 for me, sir?
I do. I definitely do. Okay, so number 1, Pop, Lock, and Drop It.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just want to go to a pool and empty it out after I see that video.
Oh, God, I love that fucking song so much. I still listen to that so much. It's ridiculous.
I ain't gonna lie, I listen to the remix.
Yeah. I haven't heard it since he died.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. The remix got Bow Wow and T-Pain. That's when T-Pain started killing remixes.
I do remember that now. Okay, yes. T-Pain was out there killing everything. Party Like a Rock Star.
Yeah, that was my ringtone. On the first cell phone that I actually went and bought, went to the store as an 18-year-old young man and bought the phone. That was my ringtone.
Hell yeah.
Can I also mention I love the remix of that one too?
Bro, who doesn't?
Back when remixes was a thing.
Bro.
Because they got Jones on it after he had a successive baller. They got a millionaire, and then of course they had Wayne.
Everything had to have Wayne at the time.
Yeah. I miss Wayne. We should do a top tier remixes.
This isn't even on my list, but for some reason, whatever you just said made me think of it. Do y'all remember Roy Jones? I Smoke, I Drink.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Damn, I love this. I listened to that song probably a couple months ago.
Yes. That motherfucker's so dope.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm gonna get into some other types.
Hold on, Joe. Let me ask you a question. When you said that, let me think. I don't want to interrupt you, so hold your thought. Please do. But with that being said, would we say that Roy Jones might have been the most successful athlete to switch over to music and make a hit?
I don't know, man. Shaquille O'Neal was killing it for a little
Yeah,
bit.
But I spoke, I drank it. Come on, Shaq. I mean, Shaq had flow. You feel me? Like,
okay.
Like, was he the hardest? I would, man. I would. Roy Jones, he put out that motherfucking that whole album was, yeah. But also, and again, this ain't on the list, man. But while we thinking about it, does anybody else remember Deion Sanders? Must Be the Money.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Again, leading to my point that Roy was probably
Okay.
the most successful.
Roy, yeah.
Roy might have been his most successful, but I don't know. I think I would argue Shaq. But I think that if we listen to like pure talent, I think Dame could rap. Like Damian Lillard. Bro could actually rap.
All right, well, let's table this, come back to it, and have a discussion on athletes and music.
Okay.
That sounds like a whole nother podcast we could do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like playing.
Yes. All right, so I'm about to switch it up a little bit, and I don't know if I'm gonna lose y'all in the process of this, but I hope I can keep you here. Willa Ford, I Want to Be Bad.
Oh, I don't feel like I've heard that song.
If somebody played it for me, I would know it. But as of right now, I need the GPS.
Yeah, you would have to. Yeah, that's going to be kind of the thing for a moment here.
I Want to Be Bad.
I Want to Be Bad.
Okay, look this up while I'm doing.
I've heard that. But you saying it, I've heard it. I know I heard it because I listen to all type of music.
So this was like, back in like the early 2000s when like everything was hip hop influenced, and even the white pop girls coming out had like this kind of roughness around them that was, very like hip hop influenced.
Okay.
Also, does anybody remember the group Dream that was signed with like Puffy back in the day? It was the group of like, girls, 5 of them.
Yes, I remember them. I also remember that song when you said
He loved. Yeah, He Loves You Not. That one was fucking dope. The beats on that whole album, man. I'm gonna go ahead and confess I bought the album, and the beats on that whole album were fucking dope. The songs maybe not so much, but damn, the production was incredible. Tattoo, All the Things She Said. That's probably gonna be another one you'd have to really go back and like check out. But that was the two girls that to be lesbians, and they got really popular back in the day because everybody was like, fuck, they're hot and they're making out with each other. No, they really weren't. They were just selling albums. They were smart.
Well, I think the same thing Nikki did when she started.
Yep, basically. Nikki, I was at a concert. Nikki was signing breasts. She was selling this. She was bisexual. She really wasn't.
Hey, you got to make money by any means. This one's going to be an old song, man. This is just really cool to me, but this is something that I doubt either one of y'all would know. It's a song called Runaway Train by Soul Asylum. And it was basically a song about like, kids who are running away. And the video is really deep because at the end it showed like all these pictures of all these kids who were missing and had ran away from home. And, it was fucking such an incredible song. The video just made it even better.
Runaway Train.
Okay. The other one is by 4 Non-Blondes. It's called What's Up. You won't know it by that, but if you've ever heard that song that's like, hey, hey.
Gentlemen, did you just send me your list after this pod? I'll be bored.
I'll do that, man. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. All right, this one I know y'all gonna know. Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, by D4L?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's my wife's favorite song. She was a stripper in middle school.
What?
Hey, look. Bro, you got to do what you got to do, man.
You got to survive, man.
In middle school, bro?
We all got bills to pay, man. Shit,
In middle school?
Till this day, she's addicted to stripper songs, bro. I can't take it out of her, bro.
What bill you got to pay in middle school? To reduce lunch fee? Like, what we talking?
Hey, nigga, field trips used to be expensive.
I'm saying, oh shit. Do you know how much it costs to get an extra slice of pizza at the cafeteria?
Yeah, I remember them days.
She said she had to pay for her bed equipment.
Yeah, okay, I did too. I remember them days. Yeah, okay.
Struggle's real. All right. Wheatus, Teenage Dirtbag.
Yeah, I know that song. Teenage Dirtbag. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that one's kind of more popular. People know that one. And finally, and this one is getting more popular nowadays again. Afro Man, Because I Got High.
Yeah, so that was on my list, but I didn't say it because to me he wasn't a one-hit wonder. And I know the rest of the world he was, but I just couldn't bear to say it. So I was like, no, I'm not saying it.
Okay. Look, Joe made me think of one. And it moved up my list now. I'm gonna have to reposition stuff. Hey. Yeah, Joe's list, I'm gonna have to look it up. Some of
yeah. I'll text it over to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send that to me because I'm gonna have to Google that. All right, cool. I got so many damn honorable mentions.
Well, before you do your honorable mentions, the person sitting next to me didn't like the fact that I exposed her middle school career.
I wouldn't either. I don't think I would either.
She said I'm a liar, and I'll be clear for the record. This is all allegations.
We cannot confirm nor deny.
But she did say that she wanted to add "Gangsta Lean" by DRS.
Hey, bro. Yes.
I'm surprised Joe didn't already have that on his list.
I'm disappointed in myself right now.
Yeah, I gave you credit. Don't try to come to me, tap me on my shoulder.
Damn.
I'm surprised Joe didn't have that on his list.
Me too. I'm surprised I didn't. Joe, she said you could add it to yours. You're welcome.
Thank you. You know what? You can have Skilo in my honor.
Oh, you can have
Skilo. Don't know what that is.
All right, man. All right, so many honorable mentions. Cool. First, I had Laffy Taffy. Do y'all remember YC Rex on Rex?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that was one of my honorable mentions. Of course, I had This Is Why I'm High. Cool. I also had Afro Puffs by Lady Erasure.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Rough and Tough with your Afro Puffs?
Yeah, I had that.
Hey, rock on with your best.
Rock on, exactly.
Cool. And then I'm sorry, Ruben Stutter. I'm sorry for 2004.
Not Ruben Stutter, man.
Bro, Ruben was a one hit. Because I ain't counting the remake. I ain't counting the remake he did at a Luther. Come on, bro.
I'm just telling you, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or nothing like that, but I've recently embarked on this one conspiracy that I'm kind of convinced that it might be real.
What's that?
I'm going to share it with y'all.
Sure.
Ruben Studdard and Rod Wave is the same person. I'm just saying. You know, listen to the Rod Wave, and it just sounds like he should be saying that shit. Like,
hey, who's that one really big dude in hip hop right now that everybody's like worried about's gonna die because he's literally like 500 pounds or some shit.
Big X the plug.
No, not Big X.
I don't know you're talking about here.
Oh man, we back on that big pun shit. Does niggas know Ozempic exists?
Dog, yeah, this dude is like that. God, fuck, I'll have to look his name up sometime, man. But matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do that right now. My bad.
It's all good. All right, cool. All right, my 10. Number 10. Hit 'em up style. Y'all remember what is her name? It started
is it Blue Cantrell? That's not Blue Cantrell.
Yeah. Blue Cantrell. Hit 'em up style is my number 10. Cool.
Yeah, that's the one where she's talking about hit your man up.
Hey, I hated that bitch. But anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to remember Dave Blunts. That's what I'm talking about.
Dave Blunts.
Yeah, look him up sometime, dog. That's a big dude.
I ain't never heard of him. Oh, he is a big dude.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
My thing on that Blue Cantrell, why was you taking my clothes though? So it's like, what you gonna do with those?
Right.
Like, I'm over here saying in my head, like, hold on, to the crib, to the crop, to the clothes. Nigga, hold on, player. This was bad.
They're talking about she gonna take my credit card and go on a shopping spree. I'm like, bitch, I'm about to call American Express and file fraud charges on your ass. You don't want to fuck
You
with
going to jail today, bitch.
about to hit you up something. Fuck that.
He throw out some charges.
You already know.
All right, bet.
Try me, motherfucker.
All right, so hit him up style. I had Laffy Taffy. I had Huey Pop Like and Drop It. And I also had Party Like a Rock Star. Cool.
Yes.
So there's 4. Next one. Fox Wipe Me Down. I know everybody wipe me down. Had
Yeah.
Boosie and Webby on it, you know.
Yeah, that's Boosie. That's Boosie's song.
No, that's Fox's song. Because it was the
Boosie said,
Boosie and
who?
Webby version we heard was actually the remix.
Boosie said Mandela effect, nigga. Nah, it was my song. It was like Sinbad, nigga.
All right, so Fox Wipe Me Down. A lot of these is gonna be like my era of hip hop, and well, not hip hop, just like when I was young, middle school, high school. Besides this one, next one. Do y'all know who DJ Cool is?
DJ Clue?
DJ Cool.
Cool, yes.
Okay, let me clear my throat.
Yeah.
That's his only.
Cool again?
That's his own. That's his only hit. Nah, it's not Cool again.
It's not Cool again. Okay.
No. It's not Cool again. All right, bet. Next, Duffel Bag Boy by Player Circle featuring Lil Wayne.
Yep.
Never heard another Duffel Bag Boy song. Of course, 2 Chainz went off to do his own thing. It came.
What happened? Hey, bro, what happened to the other guy in that group?
I think he
got sick.
No, I thought he went to jail.
I thought he got sick.
Oh,
Probably got sick in jail.
Nigga probably got sick of jail.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, probably so. All right.
Well, let's hope he didn't really get sick.
Right.
Well, I hope he ain't in jail neither.
Facts.
I mean, that's better than getting sick, nigga.
All right, cool. Here's another one. I don't know the name of the group. It's a rock group. It might be pop. Stacy's Mom.
Stacy's Mom is All American Rejects, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah.
I might be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that.
Let me look it up because I feel like that. I know that.
I think that might be.
Nah, they Fortunes of Wayne.
Thank you. There we go.
Yeah, don't quote neither one of us. Don't even quote the pod. Just go look it up for yourself.
Yeah. we know the songs. All right, cool. I said Duffel Bag Boy. I forgot. Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. That was an honorable mention. Cool. My top 2. Turning Me On by Kevin Little. And then Return of the Mack by Mark Martins.
Oh man, no.
And Mark just got he just went to jail, so hopefully everybody's okay. But yeah, man, Return of the Mack, I don't tell this quick story. Burger King came out with a commercial like a couple years ago, and they used the Return of the Mack, right?
Uh-huh.
My son loved that commercial in that song. Like every time the commercial would come on, he would start bopping and start running to the middle of the floor and start dancing and stuff. It's like, yeah, that song is special. I love that song. But Turning Me On by Kevin Little was the song that I listened to when Will said One Hit Wonders came on that day or the next day. And I was like, yeah, we got to do One Hit Wonders. Because that was when, Sean Paul had came out and it was the new wave of let's add the reggae tone and the reggae and all the dance hall and all of that. So we had a bunch of those One Hit Wonders. So yeah,
I got a one album wonder that to this day has kind of did what Vanilla Ice did. You can catch them on the radio in Atlanta. You can catch them on.
No.
You can catch them on MTV.
He's more than a one hit wonder. No.
Man, I said a one album wonder, bro.
His second album was good.
No, it wasn't. That first album was fire. That second shit, niggas threw that shit away to find the first one.
Okay, cool. You right. That first album was all time amazing. That second album was decent.
No, he don't even claim that second album. I talked to him like 2 weeks ago. The nigga's like, "What are you talking about?"
Damn.
Oh, Trinidad Dreams. I'll go to everything. I forgot about it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
He turned that shit into a career too.
He did.
Yeah.
What about what's CeeLo Green? He was in a group.
Gnarls Barkley.
Yeah.
Yeah, Broccoli.
Crazy.
Yeah, they were
crazy.
Yeah, they were on that list too. Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I remember he was in a group, but did they win like a Grammy or something for that?
Yep.
And then they never did nothing else.
Nope.
What about Hurricane Chris with the Hey Baby?
Oh
What
yeah.
about Halle? So we gonna act like Halle Berry didn't exist.
Oh, okay, my bad. I forgot about it.
Hey, and that's why I didn't put that on my list because at first I was like, oh, hey, baby, but then when I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, Halle Berry, dog. This motherfucker, y'all do remember when he performed that for like the Louisiana Senate, right?
He did?
Yes, you can look the video up, dude. You can fucking Google that shit or whatever, man. Yeah, they had him in front of like the state, Congress, whatever, man. And he was fucking in there performing Halle Berry.
Joe, did you have a Teenage Dirtbag?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Also.
I ain't gonna lie. I came up with now I was just in here talking about it. I came up with so many songs. So many damn one hit wonders because it's Lucy Pearl Dance Tonight. I wanna dance tonight. Cause I thought it was Macy Gray.
Yeah.
And then After Party, Coffee Brown. And then it's just one song. I know y'all ain't gonna know this song. She's All I Got by Jimmy Kozer or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh shit. I heard it all before. Sunshine Anderson.
What about Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear?
Yeah, I think that would qualify.
Yeah, we'll qualify.
Yeah.
But I got 10. I got 5 on it.
Oh man, come on now. Poor loonies.
That Angel.
Yeah,
Angel. Damn, what's the it was like she was Hispanic. It was a Hispanic girl.
Yeah, Michelle said she knows, but I can't think of it.
Okay.
Oh, God, I know her name. I want to say her last name was like Rodriguez or something.
Yeah.
I know the song. I just can't think of the girl's name. What about Black Rob? Whoa.
Yep.
That was my sister's favorite song. She used to run around town talking about little cookie like whoa. And niggas like, what? I also love that shit.
Cherish. I remember it was a group called Cherish.
Cherish. Yeah.
Do It To It. They had other songs. Unappreciated is my favorite song.
Yeah, I was supposed to say Unappreciated. I was sitting on the front porch.
Yeah, but I don't think Unappreciated can get no numbers. So
they was the female version of Jagged Edge, man.
No.
As far as the group, Jagged Edge, they had the brothers and shit, Cherish, and then they was all related.
Well, I think they all the sisters, weren't they?
Yeah, they was all related, so it was like, yeah, it's Jagged Edge.
Brooke Valentine, Girl Fight.
No, we're not gonna mention Brooke Valentine and whack ass Girl Fight. That wasn't a hit, bro.
Okay, what about Mario Winans? I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want no Girl Fight.
All right, but we had some be there.
I don't know raggedy ass her husband fucking Marcus Black. Yeah. I got biased because I watched reality TV. So
no, yeah, man, listen, I only know her from the damn song. I done came up with damn 20 songs. I ain't think I was gonna come up with 10.
So y'all remember? Do you remember when Brooke Valentine was on fucking MTV Cribs? Does anybody else remember that episode?
Oh.
Why was she?
I was gonna say she had enough to do. Okay, that sounds wrong. Let me chill. But I was gonna say.
What about Chain Hang Low?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, I forgot all about
that. He had that other song too, King Kong in the Trunk. But then Lil Wayne came and took the beat and made it to another song, and then nobody remembered that.
So it didn't exist.
I do. Now I do remember.
I mean, for that matter, dude. What about Mike Jones?
No.
Mike Jones had who? Mike Jones. Then he had a few. He had a few more.
Now I gotta look up Mike.
Then you could give him one album wonder.
Yeah, because that album was pretty good, man. But after that, it was just like poor Mike.
I feel like Mike Jones had more than that.
Did he though, bro? I seen a picture of him recently, and I was like, "Who?"
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. I feel like he had more than that. Why his stats ain't pulling up like everybody else's?
Because Google's like, "Man, who?"
That's pretty bad. Google come back and be like, "Who is Mike Jones?" You're like, "Dog, stop it."
I'm getting articles, but I ain't getting it.
I want to say this.
Like UGK popped right up.
Yeah.
My secretary, his assistant, told me that she feels like that she must say this, and she's been saying this for a long time, that Ashanti is a one album wonder.
Stop it. No.
She feels like the other shit was trash. She should have kept it. But yeah, that's why she's performing all those songs now.
Hold on. Okay, now I gotta look up Ashanti's one. Ashanti.
I just said this. I didn't say it. I know Ashanti had a little stretch because we actually covered this previously on a different pod. We had did Ashanti and some other stuff about her music too. And she had a few hits, maybe like 2 or 3 albums.
She had 10 top 10 hits and 18 songs to reach the Hot 100.
Okay, so here's my question though: were they her songs or were they like her features?
But they features.
Okay, one of her "Foolish" was her number one of them, so that's her song. "Always on Time" was Ja Rule's song, so yes, she only has, so we're gonna be technical, one solo number one hit.
Okay.
"What's Love" featuring Fat Joe, of course, it peaked at number 2, but that's a feature.
It's a feature, yeah.
"Baby" and "Happy," 8 and 15. "Rock With You" peaked at number 2. "Rain on Me" came at 7. "Only You." So she had some other ones. She had some. Okay, now I gotta look at her albums. Because if they all on the same album,
we covered it. It was like a 3 album span where she had some nice music, you know.
Yeah, I give her like a 2 album run. Yeah, I give her Ashanti and then Chapter 2. And Concrete Rose was decent. I bet. Damn, we came up with like 51 hit wonders for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came up with a lot of one hit wonders. I bet. Joe, I appreciate you.
Of course.
Mr. Birdglass himself. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we know what's up.
And thank y'all for listening to another episode of Hold Up in Another Thing, presented by Mixed Vibes Media. You already know the vibes. Make sure y'all check out the other Mixed Vibes podcast. From my perspective, the sports podcast. Shout out to my boy Dion. Distant Combos with KNS. Hold, please. I said what I said. And then the Mixed Vibes podcast. But yeah, make sure y'all check all those out, listen to them, and follow them all. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Later.